SEBI has asked IHH, the board, to obtain the order from the Delhi High Court in order to allow them to proceed with the proposed open offer for stake in Fortis Healthcare. Sanjay Asher, who is senior partner at Crawford Bayley Co, now joins in. Thank you so much for taking time out. I just wanted to understand the implications of this, because just last week, IHH indicated that they were ready to go ahead with that stalled open offer if the market regulator allowed it. Now this step coming in that they have to obtain an order from the Delhi High Court. So this will definitely derail the process.
To my mind, I don't know. I don't understand as to why SEBI has to tell to go to Delhi High Court and obtain an order from the Delhi High Court for the purposes of making an open offer. The reason being that the legislature has delegated the powers to SEBI, being the regulator, to monitor the open offer. Now, if they, in their wisdom, think that yes, open offer has to be allowed, they should allow it. They should not push the can and say that please go and get an order from Delhi High Court. To my mind, it's not correct, with all due respect to SEBI, to ask IHL to go back and get an approval from the Delhi High Court for the purpose of making an open offer. Once the powers are delegated
Sanjay, to stay with the story, what we sometimes call it to be the kahani mein twist. Dachi Sankyo has also thrown its hat in the ring. It is planning to move the High Court, saying, it's against the open offer. But I want to ask you one very simple question, and this also will be on behalf of many of the minority investors, retail investors who are part of the Fortis story, right? What happens? Is there any clarity as yet? Because looking by the market dynamics, obviously the share price and what was initially offered for the open offer is it's nowhere close to that anymore, right? What about the retail investors, minority investors, and how important is this a case for becoming a precedent?
True, the retail investors are suffering. Because of this, they have been kept in limbo. They don't know as to what's going to happen in relation to the open offer and in relation to how the things are going to pan out. Now, once somebody has made an open offer, it has to get allowed to be completed. There is no stay order from Delhi High Court. There is nothing which prevents the open offer to be gone ahead. Why should the minority shareholders, the retail shareholders be allowed to suffer like this?
So I just
to my mind, it's completely against the interest of the retail shareholders for not allowing the open offer to proceed.
Certainly is now putting a spanner in the works. So what do you think now would be, the legal recourse that the company can resort to? Would it just be obtaining this order from the Delhi High Court, or would there be any other course of action?
Yeah, they will have no choice. To my mind, if I was advising IHL, I would have said that go ahead with the open offer. Okay, and in case SEBI stops you from doing that, go to SAT and get an order to say that, look, I have complied with all the provisions of SASP. I'm under an obligation to make an open offer. This regulator isn't allowing me to make an open offer. It's against the interest of the retail shareholders. So, if I was advising them, I would have stated that please go ahead and make an open offer.
Let's see how all of this pans out. You've got IHH on one side, you've got Daiichi Sankyo on the other side, you've got Fortis right in the middle of it all. And it's a pity that the retail investors could be holding the short end of the stick. Let's bring up the Fortis stock chart for all of our viewers as well, so they can have a look at how Fortis is performing at the moment. It was notching up good gains, continues to be the case, more than 4% in the green.